Imagine a road that winds like a snake through the mountains, a trail that twists so much you lose sight of where it begins and ends. Now, imagine a conversation or a plan that feels the same, long, complicated, and hard to follow. That's when the word tortuous comes into play. Tortuous means full of twists and turns, literally or figuratively. It can describe physical paths, like roads or rivers, or it can describe something more abstract, like a complex argument, a difficult process, or a confusing explanation. Important note, don't confuse tortuous with torturous, which means painful or full of suffering. Tortuous is about being twisted or complicated, not necessarily painful. Example 1. The hikers followed a tortuous trail through the forest, winding past cliffs, rocks, and rivers. Here, tortuous describes a literal, twisting path. Not straight, not simple, very curvy. Example 2. He gripped the steering wheel tightly as they drove along the tortuous mountain road. This sentence gives us a visual. Sharp turns, dangerous curves, classic tortuous terrain. Example 3. The professor's explanation was so tortuous that no one could follow her logic. Here, tortuous means overly complex, confusing, and hard to follow. A mental twist. Example 4. The court case dragged on for years due to tortuous legal procedures and endless paperwork. Tortuous, in this context, highlights the complicated, winding process, not a clear, direct path to justice. Example 5. The tortuous double helix of DNA contains the blueprint of all life. Science loves this word. The shape of DNA is literally twisted, a perfect use of tortuous. Example 6. The movie had a tortuous plot, with so many twists and betrayals, it left everyone guessing until the end. This time, we're talking about storytelling. Tortuous means unpredictable and full of surprises. Example 7. He gave up trying to get a permit after facing the tortuous process of government red tape. In real life, we often call slow, complex systems tortuous, frustrating, and full of unnecessary turns. How to use tortuous like a pro. If something is winding, complicated, indirect, full of twists, literal or figurative, then tortuous is the perfect word to describe it. Whether you're describing a journey, a conversation, a process, or a story, it adds depth and detail. Quick synonyms for tortuous: twisting, meandering, circuitous, convoluted, labyrinthine for complex structures. But be careful, torturous with an R means something that causes pain. Tortuous with a U is all about twists, not torture. Quick sentence recap. The tortuous river carved its way through the canyon. Negotiating with 3 departments was a tortuous process. She told a tortuous story that started with a rabbit and ended in outer space. The spy's escape route was long, dark, and tortuous. Final thoughts. The word tortuous helps us describe life's paths, whether physical, emotional, or intellectual, that are not straightforward. It paints a picture of challenge, complexity, and maybe even adventure. So the next time you face a road that twists or a plan that confuses, just say it's tortuous. This has been Christopher Naputo. Keep on building your vocabulary, and as always, thanks for watching.